Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a couple cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. Link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. For some reason, I keep getting mixed between this journey and your journey when I say all of that stuff. I'm definitely believing that it's happening for a reason, so maybe there is a specific journey here that the universe and your spirit guides want to talk to you about. I saw 122, and I feel like this journey has something to do with, change starts with you being the change that you wish to see. Change in general feels pretty significant. And before I move on, forgot to mention, yes, the audio isn't great, but there's videos being played in the background, and I'm using the fan to drown out the noise because I don't want, to get copywritten or, whatever. I just don't want to deal with any issues like that. And I also remember that before I started recording this, when I was setting everything up and stuff, I saw the Judgment card and the Four of Swords. So there could be something here a decision here, a very big decision that you really need to reflect on, especially if you want to make the right decision, whatever that means for you. But it could also be about, generally speaking, trying to sharpen your judgment and ultimately make better decisions. There's definitely something here about healing and releasing some darkness that is overshadowing the light in your life. Overshadowing, I don't know, when I think of shattering, I think of glass breaking. Maybe there's a fragile situation here, or something feels shattered. But for your first card, wow, the Hermit. And the Hermit has the number 9 on it. I think it's very, very, very interesting to see the Hermit, because that's basically like the Four of Swords, just major, general kind of energy. And I also just saw 321. So definitely trusting that I'm seeing the Hermit card for a reason. I just saw 333, express yourself. There's some sort of heartbreak here that you need to heal from, or some pain. And I think expressing yourself is really going to help you heal in some way, no matter how you express yourself. It doesn't have to be another person. It can be a journal. It can be art. It can be anything that helps you get out frustrated, sad, angry, those kinds of energies. There's something here that you really, really need to find closure with, especially when it comes to, especially if in the future you want to make better decisions. I really feel called to say that if you believe that you've let go, but you still feel frustration about the situation, you never truly let go. To let go, you have to forgive. 432, you're really being called to forgive for a reason. And it's not even just, someone outside of you or the universe or your spirit guides. I just saw 444. It's also you. I just feel like such a tense energy that could really be softened with forgiveness. and acceptance. 4, 5, 6. Trust that everything happens for a reason. I also saw not too long ago the number 444 on the timer. So your foundation is definitely what you need to be focused on, especially your mental health. Your mental health is, I don't know, when I think of like the human body and the brain, it's like the mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell. And whenever I said powerhouse, I just got this vision of a lighthouse. Not like, like I have a card that I drew from other cards that I have, and it's a lighthouse. So I feel like lighthouses in general could be very symbolic to someone. Maybe there is some light, follow the light kind of energy. Wow. That's pretty deep. But I did see 555, like I said in the beginning, change. I almost wanted to say is definitely coming. I also felt it's imminent. But only take it if it resonates. No matter what though, change is coming. If you see a tornado or hear about a tornado, that's a sign from the universe and your spirit guides about some sort of beautiful destruction that you need to reflect on, is the best way I can explain it. The last message that I'm going to pull from this card so I can pull the next card is the number 9. This is all about your purpose. I just felt something here about your potential, really seeing your potential. I mean, really seeing your purpose. I think healing is definitely going to give you a lot of answers as to why you're here and what you are meant to do. Wow. We have the Ace of Wands. It's like this calm, but there's like an undertone of fire and passion. I just felt something here about maybe even rage. If you get angry, that's okay. Literally everyone does. That's just the human in you. But you need to, this may not resonate for everybody, but you need to bring yourself back to a sense of calm. Really breathe and try to calm yourself down. So that way you can, to be blunt about it, think more logically. But to think more logically, you first need to acknowledge your emotions. I felt, your feelings, the pain. There's a very big, mysterious, I want to say ominous opportunity here with the Ace of Wands. I feel like right now you have the opportunity to really reignite some sort of fire, passion, I wanted to say flames within you. I feel like anger, you could really, like your frustration, you could really use that as a good source of fuel when it comes to motivation. The things that make you angry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay if it bothers you. It probably should. But there are better ways to, I want to say, like, prevent a situation like that, or to stand up, actually, for what you believe in. It's like you're being called to make a difference with your anger instead of being, self-destructive, because you don't deserve that. And we don't deserve to live in a society full of self-destructive people. I just saw a sign about twin flames. Honestly, I don't take the twin flames thing lightly. Only take it if it resonates. But I'm also generally feeling something here about mirroring. There's something here about looking at yourself in the mirror. And I'm thinking of this reading that I did recently. It was the Devil card. Well, that's not the Devil card, but from this deck. And a message that really came through with the Devil card, which is crazy because in the beginning of that reading, that devil energy came through, and it was very, very, very strong. So if you saw that reading is definitely meant for you. But something here about looking in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see the boogeyman, or do you see you? There could be a message here for someone to you're not a monster. Okay, you're human, and we're still evolving. You know, we love to think that, no, humanity still has like a lot to learn. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a deck big enough to shuffle from this box of cards that I have. I'm just going to draw out a couple of these to wrap up this reading. I'm really, really excited to see what cards come out, because that devil energy is also coming through really strongly in this video, and it came through really strongly in some past videos, I think. This self-destructive, harmful energy. And I also feel called to make the point that, you know, self-destruction, there's a difference in terms of beauty. I'm having trouble describing what I'm saying, but there's a difference in terms of beauty when it comes to self-destruction and breaking down a foundation that is no longer stable, so that way you can build something more stable. Maybe things have to get worse before they can get better. But, you know, stay patient with the process, because you are where you are for a reason. You are a strong person, and there is no need to be afraid of the universe, because you are one with it. You're not separate from the universe. As modernized as humanity is, and as much technology we have, like, usually we don't consider cell phones nature, right? But in the grand scheme of things, it is, because technology is human nature. That's just how we evolved. But let's get this, trying to find a card for you here. It's taking a minute for it to come out. Wow, forgiveness is key. All I can say is wow. That couldn't be more obvious. The universe and your spirit guides are really, really coming through to really encourage you kindly to, I want to say, like, change, to transform, to evolve. There is a message coming through of evolve or repeat, because if you don't change, you're just going to keep facing the same disappointments. And I also want you to know that it's okay to be the problem. I've been the problem. Everybody has been the problem. You know, it's just some of us never really got a fair chance to learn how to hold ourselves accountable and to communicate and to just be healthy. But right now you have, I want to say, a perfect opportunity to help the world become a better place, to help humanity become more healthy mentally, emotionally, and maybe even like spiritually. Over the centuries of wars over religion, at this point we're sick of it, right? So just really remember that change does start with you, and that your forgiveness, your grace, will encourage others to extend the same forgiveness and the same grace. Being the change that you wish to see is a very, very, very strong message here. But for your last card, it says, nothing is difficult or complicated right now. Things are moving forward for your highest good, and that's enough. So, yeah, the universe and your spirit guides are really coming through to try to offer you some comfort with the challenges that you are facing in your life. If it helps, if you feel called to, definitely communicate with them. I saw 432. Maybe there's a specific message that your spirit guides have to deliver to you. Actually, this Hermit card is very fitting, because when I think of challenges, you know, it's important to find deeper meaning in them to help you let go. Because everything happens for a reason, but, you know, I think sometimes things are more logical than they seem. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, just generally speaking, and like reality and stuff. There could be some, I just saw 1515, some deep things that you are thinking about, and you are being called to really protect yourself and your energy from overthinking, or, you know, the universe just doesn't want you to feel afraid to discover the truth of the universe. The universe doesn't want you to be afraid to try to understand the universe. 5, 4, 3. Humanity is driven to understand the universe for a reason. That's what I believe. And I just saw 555. There's a really transformative, like, I'm really getting this energy of tornado type of energy. Like, there's not only going to be a big transformation going on within you, but also in your physical reality. And it might seem scary, but trust yourself. Believe in yourself and have faith. Because, let me tell you, life, usually, at least for me, I've noticed that childhood, for most people, is the scariest part of life. So if I'm talking to someone who's more younger, be patient, wait until, you know, you're like 25 or something. I don't know. Let's see, is there anything else that I can get out of this? I guess the last thing all I can really say is you're really being encouraged to take this opportunity of investing in your fiery, passionate energy and redirecting it to something more constructive rather than destructive, because that same power that's being used for destruction, that's a reflection of how much power that can be used for working together, collaboration, teamwork, building, unity, you know, all that good stuff. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you like it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really, really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.